Hello fellow old schoolers. So welcome to the fourth game in this Long Island Cup 1.5 and the Swiss tournament where I'm coming up against an Winter-Geddon deck. We've seen this deck in the previous tournament actually. There was like this legendary semi-final that took ages. And this deck won that semi-final, and it was in the final as well at the Minion Days. So it's strong deck, it seems. And Winter-Geddon is usually pretty stable and efficient. So let's look at this particular deck, because it's a bit different than the usual Winter-Geddons we see. Whereas the usual Winter-Geddon decks are kind of aggressive, getting out big beaters fast with ramp, and then nuking all the lands with an Armageddon, so his opponent can't muster any defense. This particular version is more controlish, and the owner of the deck calls it the Winter-Geddon deck, and he does this because not only does he have the usual Armageddons and Energeans, but he also packs Winter Orbs to freeze the board state down. And using Icy Manipulators just to make the control variant of this deck even better. Either to tap the lands of the opponent under the Winter Orb, or to tap the Winter Orb before the untap phase of the Winter-Geddon, so that he gets a full untap phase. And I do believe it packs a full playset of Armageddon, and that's pretty rare. Most usual Winter-Geddons run with 2 or 3 in my experience. I think in essence the strategy of this deck is just to bomb the entire board state again and again with Armageddons and Winter Orbs, and slowly crawling forward or getting an advantage with Birds of Paradise and all the Moxen, its Silver Libraries in removal, and finally sink its teeth in with a big beater once all the lands and artifact mana production has been completely reduced to rubble. So if it was a creature, I would liken it to like a big boar that would slowly strangle the opponent. Something like that. So this is the matchup for today. My deck has been featured a bunch of times. Check out video number 42 at the beginning of the Long Island Cup 1.0, or the video after 20B, where I go over the deck more in depth. Let's go to the first match. So here we go. The Winter-Geddon on the left here on that white playmat, and I'm on the right. And we're both drawing a full hand here. No one is opting for a mulligan. Okay, so here's his hand. Savannah, 2 forests and a Mox Pearl, and then we have the Sushi and the Armageddon and a Disenchant to remove my artifact mana, I suppose. So we have his combination right there. Underground Sea, Sol Ring, 2 Underworld Dreams, Sinkhole, a Mox Pearl, and a Swords to Plowshares. Ooh, and in the background I saw the Winter-Geddon deck is actually mulliganing a card. I think it was a forest. And my starting hand has a defensive Swords to Plowshares, and we'll try to play on the Dreams combo, I guess. Yeah, and a bit of mana ramp. But we need that second black mana source, but at least we can hold him back with the Pearl. On the other side, he will try to get his Mox out probably. And then disenchant my non-land mana, get the Sushi out, and then bomb the board state. So we have an Ancestor Recall here. Strong start. Okay, so getting out a lot of power here. Sacking the Lotus for the first Underworld Dreams, and then sinkholing the forest. So very, very aggressive start. The Winter-Geddon deck here is down to a single Pearl, but he has that Savannah land hand. He also has a forest. But he has the second Underworld Dreams, and look at that. He has put out a Silver Library, and he can't use it at this point because he'll take a bunch of damage with those Underworld Dreams. And if I get a draw 7 here, that would almost be game. Or it would be game. It would be 14 points of damage plus 2 in his draw step. So, yeah. He needs to... he can't really play Armageddons at this point because there are so many Okay, so he disenchants one of them. That'll help him quite a bit. He needs to let the other one go, but he's already used 2 disenchants at this point. Okay, so yeah, we'll just let the Sylvan Library be, because he can't use it under that Underworld Dreams, and just continue to crack his mana. I know he plays with Armageddons, I know his deck a bit, so I just need to remove his non-land mana, and he'll be just as screwed by Winter Orbs and Armageddons as I am. Here's a Sushi coming out. You likely won't have any more disenchants for it, so that's great. And a Hypnotic Spectre, just keep on pumping the creatures out. He plays a Plains at this point, passing the turn. So if I get in with the Spectre now, we can actually start to pick cards from his hand, and we do. This is bad for him. That's 5 life, and we'll just take one of them. That's the Armageddon. It wasn't worth much. He won't play it at all at this board state. So he takes even more damage from the Underworld Dreams. He'll be dead in my next attack phase, unless he can like cast a Balance or something. And here they come. He has a Swords to Plowshares though, so he's at 2 life. And then I bolt him. That's just packing it up. So Composition A wins this first match through a blitz, essentially, with Underworld Dreams and creatures just overrunning him. When the opponent haven't got any bolts, those Hypnotic Spectres are quite good. So let's see, this is the second round. It's a bit too close. Strip Mine, Birds of Paradise. There's my hand, Library of Alexandria, and a Mox, and a Spectre, and another Mox, and a Sinkhole. So yeah, a bit difficult to see, but he has some non-land mana, and we have the Library of Alexandria turn 1. I'm on the draw, so I can use it immediately, and as I have those Mox, I can just put them out instead of discarding. Putting out the red Mox here. I need to ride the library as fast as possible, because he will likely just Armageddon it pretty soon. Okay, here's a Strip Mine though, even better. So it only net me a single card. And here's a Sylvan Library here. Drawing a Black Lotus, using for 3 blue mana, Ancestral Recall. So now we have 2 blue mana in the mana pool. Badlands, Mox Jet, still floating, 2 mana. Playing the Sushi. I think I'm trying to play the Sinkhole here, but yeah, I can't do it because I remember that I only had 2 mana floating, so I need to tap both Moxen in order to pay for the Sushi. Oh, that's what he can draw with the Sylvan Library. 2 birds and a forest. Not the best top cards in his deck in this situation. At least he's mana fixed with that single bird. So he elects to, I think he elects to keep an extra card in hand just to dig through the deck as fast as possible. Putting out another bird. And another bird, it's like an aviary. Nest of paradise birds. Birds of paradise. So yeah, you can block with them. Oh, he chooses not to. Though he can play Armageddons here. He needs my threat gone first, and now I'm locking him out of the Sylvan Library. Yeah, green has a lot of trouble against my deck with those Sylvan Libraries, because I don't even have to disenchant them, but I just need to get a dream out. So at least he got an extra card with it. He had to pay life for it though, but he needs to dig for an answer fast. If you can source the Plowshare, the Sushi, and disenchant the Underworld Dreams, that would be rather nifty for him. Okay, there's a big thing coming out here. That's an Icy Manipulator. He can use that to tap the Sushi before my attack step. So good for him. He's trying to set some control out here. Winter will help him a lot. Oh, okay. Just removing the enchantment on that crystal ball he had there. He obviously taps my Sushi before his Icy Manipulator gets disenchanted. And sinkholing. of forest. That's a weird play. I think I might have a draw 7. I'm trying to empty my hand because I know I'll draw into a draw 7 at some point, and I will play it immediately just to combo off the Underworld Dreams. Otherwise, I should keep that Sinkhole in hand, I think, against Factories, Mazes of Ith, and stuff like that. Ooh, there's a Serra Angel coming out here. Okay. Getting sort of plowshare. At least he gets some life, but the Sushi takes it away again. And here's a Hypnotic Spectre from the composition A. It's just going one way, it seems, at this point. He needs something to happen here. Juggernaut. Okay, I can trade with the Sushi, I suppose. Should probably have untapped the single bird to block the Spectre. Oh man, I'm just removing all his cards as a disenchant and bolting a bird. Coming over 6 points of damage on a card. It's down to 3 life at this point. 2 life from the Underworld Dreams. Yeah, what can he do? Wrath of God? No, Juggernaut, Sushi, that's game. Quick match. Compared to the previous match, the composition A was on fire here. It worked like clockwork. No mana screw, no problems getting the stuff out. So I remember I had shuffled it a lot between these 2 matches because it was acting so weird in the previous match. Anyway, yeah, quick game. Bad luck for the Winter-Geddon deck here. It is a strong deck, and he doesn't play with blue, so my Underworld Dreams are not that efficient against him, but they lock out his Silver Libraries at least. And he didn't quite get out his locks and presence in time before the composition A could just, yeah, tear him apart. So, yeah, that's it for this game. We are now 4 games into the Swiss. There's only 2 games left to make it to the top 8. So we'll see if we'll make it in this battle for the Long Island Cup 1.5. Thank you for watching this battle, and I will see you in the next.